Alright guys, welcome to another vlog. We're down here at the track this morning because I want to see what's going on with this diff. I get under my car, jack it up. First thing I see is that this has popped out. So there's a chance the diff isn't blown, which is good because I haven't gone and bought one yet, which is positive, but we don't know if this one is good or bad, or let's work it out. Let's find out. Alright guys, starting off exciting. So I've pulled the shaft off, got it out of the way, then banged it and smashed this back in. My hope now is that that shaft will go back in and maybe the diff's okay. If it is, I'll be stoked, but at the same time annoyed that I didn't get to drive last night. Which also means because I've raised my car, it's actually pulling out on that shaft more, which means I should get what I should have got from the start, which is the GK Tech axle spacers that go with the dual caliper kit. And I never got them and never put them in because the car was always slammed and it wasn't an issue. So to fix it for now, I'll probably end up slamming the car again. So, at least in the rear anyway. So we're going to fire it up now and fingers crossed. Fire up, Bryce. Seriously, it's fixed, I think, bro. So accelerate hard while putting foot brake and handbrake on, you know what I mean? Like, load it right up.
Yeah, I was still accelerating then, but not hard.
Yeah. I don't have a blown diff. Yes. God, I wish I knew that last night. Why didn't I know that last night? Good thing is my diff is not blown.
Look at it.
It's not blown. It was just the shaft that popped out. Oh man, but why wasn't it single? I guess because it was pushing the diff across maybe, or whatever. Either way, it's fixed. We're gonna be good for Sunday. I'm gonna order those. I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to pull the wheels off and lower the car again now, so that doesn't happen again. But when did I raise it? Did I raise it after the Tuesday session or before the Tuesday session? No, it was after, was it? When did I raise the car? Wednesday. Yeah. So I raised the car on Wednesday and then it broke, yeah, immediately. That's the only thing I changed, is I raised the car. So, guys, I think it's just God telling me I need to lower the car. So we're lowering it now. That's what we're doing. All right, let's rip the wheels off. You know how to rip the wheels off, cowboy?
Yep.
All right, rip the wheels off and lower it. I'm stoked. So stoked, guys. I'm still going to go look at getting this other diff because my S13 needs a diff anyway, and I did find a cheap diff, a bit over $100. And so, a
spare one don't hurt just in case.
Yeah, and a spare one definitely doesn't hurt to have. So we're going to look into that now. So this is how high, I basically went as high as the coilover would go, and this is what I did, and I've just dropped this one down to about there.
And you dropped that one.
And I dropped that, and woohoo! It's Friday, eh?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, boys.
But anyway, I'm going to try it out at this height. Now I'm going to try it out at this height. I am going to, I'm literally halfway through a GK Tech order at the moment, ordering the new arms and stuff, the back of the 350Z. I've ordered a GK Tech weighted gear knob for the car and some other little bits and pieces for the 350Z. So the idea is to basically get this thing relatively schmick. Yeah, I'm super stoked that the diff is not dead. Like, it did surprise me that the diff would die from that. I'm sure the diff wasn't overly stoked on me going grrr, so it would have definitely hurt the teeth a little bit. The fact that we could just pop that shaft back in and it seems like it's fine. Like I said, I'll just lower the car back down so that CV is not stretching and pulling on the diff, and we should be all good. Just gonna have to wind this one down to the same height as this one. Be a bit of a low boy at the back again. I'm gonna leave the front. There's no need to touch the front. Yeah, I'm stoked.
There's just gonna be lots of sparks.
I'm very heavily considering starting to heavily modify the rear of this car now. And by modify, I mean I'm going to go buy some grinding discs and just start cutting all the bent stuff off the back. And then with any luck tomorrow, which will be Saturday, we can do some sort of tube rear end. And then Sunday, we can test out said tube rear end on the walls. I think it's a pretty good plan. But I'm going to go see if Chop's got a reciprosaw so I can cut through a lot of it quicker. Otherwise, I'm going to go and get a bunch of grinding discs for my grinder and then just start cutting, because lighter is better. And with all the bent and broken stuff out of the way, and I can do a tube rear, and it should be, in theory, easier to repair, and I'll stop hitting my taillights, because right now there's the first thing you hit on the back of my car is the taillights, and that sucks. So it was taillights and wing, and I damaged that wing, and now the first thing to hit is my taillights. So like I said, my idea is new taillights, tube rear, so I can stop wrecking stuff. I'm still going to run, as much as I'm not a huge fan, the half rear bar thing. I'll probably run the half rear bar thing just because I don't want to run without a rear bar at all. And have that rear tube frame set up, which will hopefully work well for me here, because I don't hit things hard necessarily. It's just that this is over 300 track days here and running and scraping the wall. I'm literally wearing through the metal. So tube rear is the go. Alright, let's just do it. Stop talking shit. Man, it's so surreal to drive around this. It looks so sick in the daylight and everything, because the track got cleaned off a bunch last night from all the rain and people drifting on it. It was rad. And wifey's in the back. So quite another female. Mel comes and helps out here at the track a bit. The girls are hanging out, but we're gonna head down to Chop and Lucy's now, Black Arts, and I'm gonna see if he's got a reciprosaw so we can start cutting my car up.
This part's really...
It's not big enough for you, but
Huh?
it's not going to be big enough for you.
I want to cut my car up.
Oh, no.
Rear cut and... Yeah. Huh?
Let's get a 9-inch.
I don't have a 9-inch. Do you have a 9-inch?
Oh, actually, I do. Probably want to get a... See how that goes with that blade. You'll fucking go through anyway.
I don't know if I should be trusted with a 9-inch. Prince, you'd be having kittens if he knew you were giving me a 9-inch.
See you, mate. Yeah.
Prince, he would legitimately... I'm not going to do it. I'll probably get cheats.
And a guard.
And a guard. Yeah, that's true. It's got a guard.
Fucking safe as it gets. The plug.
Alright, 9-inch grinder and a reciprosaw. And the back of a 350Z. Cut time. And approximately 10 minutes later, a flat reciprosaw battery and a 9-inch blade worn out completely. This is how far we've got. So, torn everything away from here, got that rail sort of out of the way so then I can get a clean cut. Still got a lot of this side to cut away, but pretty good progress. What was it? When did I get back? Like 10 minutes ago?
10 minutes ago, yeah, 10 minutes.
What do you think of this cutting of a car?
I thought you liked bumpers.
So I'm going to do a rear bash bar, and then I'm going to run a half rear bumper.
Oh yeah, sweet. So, be way better.
I'm going for the cost effective. Doing it this way, it's going to be lighter. There's going to be less stuff to fix when I do tap the wall, because the problem is because I had no structure in the back, the first thing I hit was my tail lights.
Yeah.
And I don't want to break any more tail lights. Tail lights are expensive, so cut all this about, and I got that already bent up piece down there.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that. Just basically make some structure for it and go from there. I think pretty confident it's going to be alright.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to head to, I guess, Bunnings, and yeah, we'll work it out from there. Go to Bunnings, get a new 9-inch blade, probably get a new reciprocal saw blade, whatever that is, and then I'll also get some blades for my small grinder and get the rest of it cut out. Alright, as usual, do a bad job of vlogging, but this is where we've got to. Back end is cut off. I'm fairly happy with how clean this area is, so it's sort of cut nice and flat. Same with over there. That way I can weld a nice plate to it, potentially with nuts or bolts that I can then bolt a rear bash bar to. That's the plan anyway. I'm probably going to go do it at shops tomorrow at Black Arts and get some guidance from him, because he's done plenty of these rear ends. But overall, pretty stoked, guys. Like I said, didn't do a great job of vlogging it, but I'm really happy because a lot of it's cut out. It also made it very easy to sort of straighten the rear of the car. So I've got the sort of quarter to boot to tail light set up a lot straighter now. I didn't have to go out and buy a diff, but what I have found, so I'll show you guys a little bit later in this vlog. You'll see. All I know is I got to hook the trailer up. It's very unexpected. So yeah, that's all the stuff we cut out, and we're gonna get some new tail lights, spare diff, and some other bits. You'll see in a sec. So there we go, on the ground now. Oh, what have I done? I guess we'll find out. I gotta get the rest of it done, but I don't know. I just cut my car up. It's a bit silly. Alright guys, so we've been and had dinner with the wife and kiddos, and something happened. One thing led to another. Got a phone call from a guy who was starting to part out a 350Z, and then his housemates or whatever's happened, he had to get rid of the car. I couldn't afford it, but it was such a deal, I had to take it, and yeah. What I can tell you guys, it's a crashed car, obviously. The whole front, no engine, no gearbox. But it does have all good arms. It has a diff, it has shafts, it has power steering rack, it has everything that I need for spares. A bunch of interior pieces which I'll use to make my car nicer. It's got great doors, it's got good side skirts, it's got one good quarter panel which I'll definitely use. I'll basically use all the bits off of this car for spares and whatnot on my car. It's got a set of wheels, it's even got good tyres on the back, brand new tail lights which I'm going to be able to chuck straight in my car, new rear bumper. It looks like it's got some sort of exhaust system. I don't think it's stock. It's got some sort of exhaust system on the car, which I won't necessarily use on my car, but it still has one which I'll be able to sell. It has some NCA coilovers, which I should be able to sell for more than I paid for the car. So that's my current plan. We'll see how it all goes. But yeah, I had to do it, guys. So, and I know for a fact I'll be able to sell the coilovers for more than I paid for it. So that's good, that's positive. Like I said, I really couldn't afford it, but it was literally only a little bit more than a diff would have cost me. So yeah, if anybody's after some MCA coilovers for a 350Z, hit your boy up, because I'm selling some. But yeah, all good. I'm pretty excited. So I'll probably just wrap it up right there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And tomorrow, we're going to finish off all the other work on the 350Z, as well as start to pull this thing apart and get everything off it that we can before we send the chassis off to scrap. Or see if somebody wants it. I don't know, somebody might want it really, really cheap. It only has a tiny bit of damage at the front, but I need all the bits that I can use off it first before I sell it to anyone else. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Bye.